No worries.
Pas de problème.
Is that French?
Yeah.
Do you speak French?
Yeah, I do.
Ah, cool. Where did you learn that?
Well, when I was a young person, aged 18, I went to go and work on the Brest Tall Ships Festival in Normandy for 3 months, which was a horrible experience.
What's the Tall Ships Festival?
So tall ships are sailing ships.
Oh, tall. Yeah, okay, yeah.
And my granddad thought it would be a good idea to try to get me into his line of work, which was ship chandlery.
Ship
It's
chandlery?
an exciting line of work.
Yeah.
Definitely, he made a really big success out of it.
Oh yeah, I think I remember you saying your granddad was like shipping
Yeah, he was
person.
like pro-consul to Belgium and to Spain back in his day, which is quite pretty good. He's a knight, or was a knight in both of those countries.
What's it called? Pro-consul?
Pro-consul.
What is that?
Well, you're like special representative. It's like they trust a foreign citizen a lot.
Yeah. Wow, that's cool.
Right by them. So it was very cool.
That's really cool.
But I'm completely unsuited for that line of work.
Oh really?
So much so. Yeah. And basically, so I was working on the festival and making a complete mess of my job, which was supposed to be to try to sort of do administrative stuff and sort things out for the crew. And I was just had busy about it.
Yeah.
Sad really. But also I was having a horrendous time because I didn't really speak any French.
Oh, I see. Oh my god.
Speaking French the whole time.
That sounds awful. It's really isolating, isn't it? That was how it was for me in Mexico. Yeah, but it's such a motivator. I was like, I need to learn Spanish, and I just started learning. I've never ever been so motivated in my life.
Yeah, it's quite amazing what you can do when you have to, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And then so I was working for a language school when I was out there, and I had this whole idea that because I was so surprised by how quickly I could learn. I know that sounds really arrogant, but I mean when you have to. So I had this whole plan. I was like, I'm going to open a language school, and in the language school, no one will speak to you in your mother tongue at all at any point. And then I can't remember what other little schemes and designs I had for it, but I was convinced.
So you opening up your own language school?
That was my plan. It's like I'm going to open up a language school and I'm somehow going to replicate the conditions of living in a foreign country, feeling really lonely and isolated because you can't speak to anybody. And then I'm going to use that as a way to motivate learning. Obviously I didn't end up doing it, but I just was so struck by I was just so struck by the power of social. I suppose it's social. It's sort of social. What's the word I want? Motivation, I guess. Yeah.
Well, I mean, one thing that I've always thought was really cool is when I see the coach department doing any CPM sort of activity, they're always just talking in French.
Oh, do they?
That's
a good shout.
That's just really great.
That is a really good shout.
Yeah.
Maybe we could just make sure all of our conversations revolve around art and we never talk about anything other than art. Or using art
Latin as well.
Why Latin?
Right, so why not?
I suppose, why not?
It's the language of art, Anna.
Sorry, I didn't actually realise. Yeah. I'm glad you let me know about that.
Yeah, I mean, all high art is conducted in High Latin.
Ah, okay. You learn something new every day.
One thing that works quite well on the visualizer is actually this year 8 papier-mâché stuff.
Oh really?
Yeah, it's quite nice.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Are any of them using the gloves, or are they mostly getting on with it without?
No, they really, really want the gloves.
You know we've got loads of gloves.
I need to pick up another pack for period 2 actually.
They're in the resource room.
Yeah, I need to remember to do that.
Cool.
They're pretty desperate for the gloves.
Bless them. Oh God, my portrait's coming out awful.
It's probably not as bad as... It's like... It's so nice. Mine looks atrocious. I look like a monster.
Oh dear. Yes, art is hard, isn't it? Art is just quite hard.
Yeah. No, art's easy.
What I meant to say was art's really easy. It's a piece of cake. You just get on with it, basically.
Cake.
As it's cake, exactly.
Yeah. No, there's a catchphrase. There was like a Dutch artist who always used to say art's easy.
Really?
I can't remember what the name. I used to like it. And then when he died, they did a retrospective for him, and the title of the show was Art Was Easy.
That's really funny.
Yeah, it's so dark, isn't it?
Yeah, that is quite dark. Was easy. Keep telling yourself. What's his name? Oh, that's nice though. It's good to have a catchphrase. I wonder if I had a catchphrase, what would my catchphrase be? What would your catchphrase be?
Oh, I think like, I don't know, like I think I'm sort of quite a melancholic person. I'm sort of quite nostalgic and stuff, so it'd probably be something like, oh, it's so much better before. But like, you know, also that's not what I wanted to be.
But also that's not a catchphrase, you need something more catchy, like past is...
Hard work wins.
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly.
We are on time all of the time. I don't know, what's the... We are kind all
We're
of the
kind
time.
all of the time.
Yeah.
You could just go for...
It's not my catchphrases.
No.
I've been sort of colonised by the
Yeah.
Yeah. What would yours be then?
What would my catchphrase be?
You can learn anything in a remarkably surprisingly short amount of time, if you have to.
Yeah, there we go. That's nice. That's catchy. I would probably have something like, oh, my granddad had a catchphrase actually. He was like a business consultant, so he'd go into businesses and sort of help them be more efficient or whatever. And he had a catchphrase which was, it's not, I don't know if it's his originally, but he like everybody knew him for saying this: don't do it later, do it now. And I think my catchphrase might be, don't do it now.
Do it later.
Put it off until later.
That's brilliant.
Yeah, I think that's probably mine. My God, I'd be turning in his grave.
Oh no, he'd probably be happy. He'd probably appreciate the irreverence.
Put it off until you absolutely have to do it. Oh dear. No, he was great. He was a very kind of charismatic type person.
Yeah. No, oil pastels are great. They can make anything look good, I think.
I do like
I'm
them.
starting to feel like this is looking good, even though I was absolutely hating it before.
Oh,
What
that's
do you
good.
think? Do you think I should do it like all in blue, or do you think I
Oh, I
should
love
do...
it.
Yeah, thanks.
It's great.
I thought so too. It's quite nice. Yours is also nice.
I think.
That green hair, what do you think? Or all blue? Just keep it all blue.
Well, you've already got
probably.
purple in there, so I'm almost like you could go for like a kind of multicoloured vibe.
I don't want to put too much colour in.
Yeah, because either you want to go monochromatic or you want to go like psychedelic and have like a yellow background or something.
Maybe.
But I don't know what vibe you want to go for.
Why don't I go psychedelic then? That sounds like a good idea.
Don't let me sway you. If your artistic vision is like
Well, I mean, that's the reason why I was asking.
monochromatic.
Lack of said artistic vision.
Oh dear, bless them. Yeah, it's really hard to be creative. Like, I was thinking this morning, I can't remember what in relation to, maybe in relation to like planning or something, but it's really hard to just be creative on demand, like, and that's what we're asking them to do, and it is difficult. You know, I think a lot of them, yeah, they might be creative, but they might not feel creative. Do you know, I had such an interesting conversation with, what's her name, Shanaik yesterday. She has absolutely hated it. She's just dragged her feet the entire time and made it very clear how much she hates being an art. And yesterday we were just talking, and she was like, Madam, I think I might want to do something art related. No, she said, Madam, I think I might want to do something to do with interior design. And she was like, but not this. And I was like, as in like art. She's like, never this. And I was like, yeah, but I think you're going to need to do an A-level in art. She's like, no, I never want to do this again, like forever. But what she was kind of telling me about that, she's done lots of like obviously kind of room decoration in her life, and like that's what she wants to do. And she plays around with this software called 5D Create, which is like a you can like make like almost like Sims but for interior design. You just like put things in, and I was just like, wow, yeah, she probably is. And I was just trying to explain to her, like, you can just do the things that you want to do. You just have to kind of make it into a project rather than just randomly doing it. But yeah, I hope that she keeps going with it.
That's really interesting, actually. It's just saying, I think it's just kind of made me think of it. Like,
Yeah.
It is very interesting. Because I hear it from kids a lot, where they're kind of like, oh, I hate it, never want to do it again.
Yeah.
And it's just like, well, but yeah, I mean, there are other ways.
Exactly. I think for most of them, there's a reason why they chose it. For most of them, you know, some of them it was just a kind of last-minute.com, my friends are doing it sort of thing. But I think like they'll all have most of them will have some kind of instinct for like creative stuff and know that about themselves, but it's just hard.
Yeah, I mean, like even Bilal, like you commented on, like, you know, he's, you know, like there are some drawings where you're like, oh, that's.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, I really don't like mine.
What's that?
I'm really not pleased with mine.
Yeah, you've got multiple properties of noises, yeah.
That's true. Also, like all the kids, whenever they kids say that to me, Daniela, she's such a classic. She's every single lesson. Mother, I don't like it. And I always just say to like, you know, you just have to keep working on it. Like, you know, you always hate the first bit. I'm trying to kind of help them with that side of things, so that they don't do that thing where they give up and start to feel like they're rubbish because it's not going perfectly.
Yeah, that's, I know that. The thing that gets me is I'm done.
Oh yeah, no, you're
I'm
not.
just like, oh.
Yeah, you're not even really done.
Know that I'm going to be able to see something.
Yeah, that's true. They do need to, it's like, the attitude of kind of, how do I make this better, is the one that's going to get them, that's going to be really, really helpful.
I think they know that.
I think they do, yeah, I think they 100%.
We're talking here largely key stage 3 Nazi people that are probably, they don't really see art in their future that much.
No.
Put it that way.
Yeah, that's the other thing, it's like that they just don't want to.
I'm here for my mandatory art.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Don't push me too much.
Yeah. Have I done this? Oh no, I'm giving myself a moustache, that's not ideal.
Oh, you're not doing what the kids do if they're really unhappy, are you? And just scribbling all over it. Oh no, that's awesome, Anna. That looks great.
Oh, thank you. Do you think?
Yeah, actually, it's really good.
Thank you very much.
I can see why in your eyes you'd be super critical of it. You're probably thinking like, oh, the cheeks are too big and stuff like that. But it's like, my first response is the response of somebody that's not looking so hard and so critically.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, right?
Well,
it's like,
thank you very much.
Yeah,
and that's the thing. You're right. Like, it's when
most people are not going to do like super hard critical.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't think the examiner does either. They're not looking for like, is it totally perfect in all possible
I mean,
ways.
a bunch of 15 and 16-year-old kids. It's like,
Yeah.
what do you want here?
Yeah.
Is the competition like basically like, are you Michelangelo?
Yeah.
Salvador Dali?
Yeah.
Yes, no.
Yeah.
Pass, fail.
Yeah.
So like one person passes every year.
Yeah.
So unlike every other subject, there's just 2 grades.
Yeah,
it's
pass and
like
fail.
F or A triple star. And so far we only really awarded 3 people A triple stars. So,
Oops, it isn't.
And one of those people said that it was easy.
Okay, that will do.